The winners are Michael Waring and Martin Campbell for Edge of Darkness.
It was a disturbing drama about nuclear energy. It caught the public imagination and went on to win more awards than any other production.
If we expose the flasks, we're going to have a bigger problem on our hands than last time. Go and see for yourself. See, we just don't have it.
Give me what you got.
As well as winning the award for Best Drama Series, Edge of Darkness represented a personal triumph for its star, winner of the Best Actor award, Bob Peck.
Come on, Ronnie. Let's get out of here. This is no place for you.
I'm staying.
Come back to my place. Get away from here.
I'm staying.
Since the program has been shown, there seems to be a great upsurge in interest in the issues about which the program was made, and how Troy managed to write about current issues so far in advance, because he was writing literally years ago.
Do you think that it's actually influenced people? Do you think it's influenced views?
I think the series is part of a process of awakening a public awareness of the nuclear issues.
Bob Peck's newfound television fame comes after years of building a reputation in the theatre. This week he was back on the boards. Joan Bakewell caught up with him in his dressing room at London's National Theatre.
Not the first part you've played, but the first bumper part, and it scoops the awards like that. How did you feel about that?
Well, I was very pleased for the production and everybody else, but it hasn't really sunk in yet.
When you got the part and you got the scripts, how did you assess it, first of all? How did it strike you?
I knew it was a very good piece of writing, and it was improved upon before we started shooting. And while we were filming, there was a very good feel about it. But I have to say, I had no idea it was going to have the kind of impact it did have when it finally hit the screen. I'm not really a political animal, but it was obvious that because of the material I was working on, every time I opened a newspaper while we were making it, and since, of course, there seemed to be something in the news which was relevant to what we were making. And that's, we were worried when we were making it that the program would be out of date, that it would be overtaken by events. But of course, what's proved to be the case is that the program, when it has been shown, has become part of a process of public awareness, growing public awareness.
Does that please you?
Yeah, I'm very glad to have been part of something which has become so important to so many people.
Read between the lines of a Jerry Grogan speech. You will find not the frontiersman, but the Teutonic Knight. Not democracy, but a despotism. This future nuclear state will be an absolute state, whose authority will...
Another actor who won recognition in Edge of Darkness was American Joe Don Baker.
And just to make sure we all know what we're talking about here, I brought some of this stuff along with me today.
Well, you care more about the work over here than we do. In American, especially in American television, they just grind it out. They'll do one take on everything, maybe two if you break an arm, somebody else's arm, you know. But here we did 8 or 10 takes on everything, and then Martin asked me if I was happy if I wanted to do another one. That never happens in America. Well, running along the side of a river, a raging river, was a little bit tricky. We had to, counting rehearsals, we did it 63 times, and on film it came up in about 15, 20 seconds. I've never worked with people of this quality from the top to the bottom, whatever the top or the bottom is. Bob Peck was wonderful, Joanne Whalley, all the actors were wonderful. The director is the best I've ever had, Martin Campbell.
You had a wonderful time.
Oh, I have. It's been the most fantastic experience of my life.
Much of the impact of Edge of Darkness stems from the realistic reconstructions created for some of the more dramatic scenes. But even simple things like rain can present major problems for the special effects experts. This scene, for instance, was filmed in the middle of a drought. Some people wonder whether it's real rain or not sometimes. How do you make it look really like real rain?
Well, we go over the top because if you actually film real rain, it never looks real. And you have to put twice the amount, 3 times the amount in, and that's all in one area, and it's very, very concentrated, so people get extremely wet. People think I'm joking when I suddenly say visual effects rain is wetter than ordinary rain, but it's actually quite true.
And then I remember later in the series, Edge of Darkness, the flooding of the mine, which is very spectacular.
We had a lot of water there. Some of it was also falling from the roof, but that was quite natural. We had sequences with Craven and Jedburgh going through tunnels, which are up to their waist. Now, that wasn't there. We did that. We flooded that, built a wall to hold the water. We also had a sequence, of course, with the sluice gates. Jedburgh opens up the old handle. All that was put in. We built the gates. The dummies float out, one of the remains of the Gaia team. We built her, the remains of her. And I think there was 15,000 gallons of water we put into that. It all went out the gate and then over the edge into the lower part of the mine. Well, of course, there was the controversial shooting of Emma very, very near the beginning, which I know did cause a bit of a problem. But it was raining as well, of course, at night, shooting the actress Joanne Whalley, who I never shot before, with bullet-hit charges on her.
And the charges were strapped around her, were they?
Yes, we had very, very thick layers of foam, layers of leather, layers of steel, then the charges. So although you do get a thump from them, you know they've gone off. There's no danger to you yourself.